Hello, this is Eitan Shalom at the Body Mind Wellness Center, and I'm here with a new patient who's come in he's had chronic active trigger point in his Quadratus Lumborum muscle for 7 years. It's an interesting case because it's not debilitating. He can pick up a 5-gallon bottle of water, he can exercise, he can even do sports, but he has a job involving sitting all day, and it's constantly uncomfortable. Is that the word you would use, uncomfortable?
Yes.
Yeah, it's a constant discomfort, bad enough to seek treatment. Now, he has been to an acupuncturist 3 times a couple of years ago,
Yes.
And it wasn't helpful. And he has had a trigger point injection with the medical doctor at Kaiser, where they injected lidocaine into the trigger point. That was also not helpful. Now, you'll see here where I'm touching, this is the motor point of the Quadratus Lumborum muscle, and that's where he identifies the source of the pain, and he also identifies that the pain can refer down into the buttock, and here's my hand, into the buttock, and also just down there. So number one, the strongest point on him was in fact the motor point of the QL, and I did 2 into the motor point of the QL. These paraspinal muscles here were also quite tight and tender, especially these ones. I don't know if you can see, the light's gone funny. These yellow or ochre colored needles, those are 30 gauge. I switched to the 32 gauge, which is thinner. I switched to those because he tolerated this needling well, but he was really breaking out into a sweat. And it's an interesting fight or flight response that some people get with needling. His whole body was trembling, the way your body would tremble if you were terrified. Now, he's not consciously terrified. He doesn't mind needles. It was very strong, and his nervous system is all calmed down now. I knew it would, because he was committed to letting me do what I needed to do, and I knew once I finished, his nervous system would calm down. I wanted to just point out that I also found, he identified the secondary spot as right here. This is the Quadratus femoris motor point. So the other one was Quadratus lumborum. This is the Quadratus femoris motor point, which can be a very helpful point for when someone's got pain referring down to the leg. There can be nerve entrapment in this muscle, and it can also just be the referred pattern from the QL. So that's what I've done here, and I'm optimistic that he's going to come back next week and say that he's feeling a lot better. So we'll see. We'll even know when he gets up. Okay. Thanks for tuning in. This is Eitan Shalom with the Body Mind Wellness Center.